Good morning. Today we are continuing to work on volume, and we are on pages 57 and 58. Remember, when we find the volume of a rectangular prism, we're doing length times width times height. So, for example, on question number 1, length times width times height. So you're going to put V equals and then put the three numbers. And then remember, when you're multiplying them, order does not matter. So I could do 10 times 8 and get 80 and then multiply by 3. Or I could do 10 times 3 and get 30 and then multiply that by 8 to get my answer for the volume. Either way gives me the same number. For question number 2, you're going to use up a lot of paper because you've got to find the volume for each of these, A, B, C, and D, using two-digit multiplication and see which ones are equal to 4,320. So in your spiral notebook, you need to do 16 times 16 and then take whatever that answer is, again making sure you're doing two-digit multiplication, take whatever that answer is and multiply that by 18 to get your total volume to see if it's equal to this. And then you need to do for part B, take 14 times 18, whatever that answer is, take that times 20. And don't do it all in one problem. Do 14 times 18 and then skip a few lines and then take that answer and multiply by 20. So you're going to do that for each of these problems. So question number 2 might take you a whole page to work out because you got to do all this multiplying, this times this times this, for each one to see which ones are equal to 4,320. Pause the video until you're ready to go to question number 3. On question number 3, it says, Ken keeps paper clips in a box that's shaped like a cube. Each side of the cube is 3 inches. What is the volume of the box? So on a cube, length and width and height are all the same. So 3 times 3 times 3 will give us the volume of the cube. Question number 4. Same thing, you've got a cube, each side of the box is 4, so again, length times width times height, it's going to be 4 times 4 times 4. Multiply those out to get your answer for question number 4. Okay, let's go to the next problem. So for question number 5, we want to see which ones of these have a volume of 8,640. So in your spiral notebook, for A, you're going to multiply 24 times 30, take whatever that answer is, and multiply by 12 to see if it's equal to 8,640. For B, you're going to multiply 27 times 32, take whatever that answer is, multiply by 10, and you're going to do the same thing for A through D. And again, it's probably going to take you a whole page because you got to do all that multiplying. Pause your video till you're ready to go to number 6. Okay, so for question number 6, Erin stores her photos in a box like the one shown, and they want to know what is the formula that you're going to use to find the volume. Remember, volume is length times width times height. So write out the formula, V equals what times what times what, put in the numbers, and then actually multiply those 3 numbers together to get the volume. For question number 7, again, you're going to multiply these out to get the volume for each A through D and see which ones are equal to 2,880. So again, on problem number 7, you got to multiply all those out. Pause your video and work all those problems out, show all your multiplication before you go to the next part of the video. Okay, question number 1. Volume equals length times width times height. So volume is 8 times 10 times 3. So 8 times 10 is 80, times 3 is 240. For problem number 2, again, you're going to take 16 times 16, making sure you're doing two-digit multiplication, and you get 256. Then you have to take that number, 256 times 18, to get your volume of 4608. So that is not equivalent to the answer they gave you. For B, again, 14 times 18 using two-digit multiplication is 252. Then you need to take 252 times 20, and you get 5,040, which again is not the number we're looking for. For problem number C, you're going to take 12 times 15 and you get 180. Then you take that 180 and you multiply it by 24 and you do get 4320, so that's a yes. And then on D, you have 8 times 20, which is 160. Then you take 160 times 27, and again you do get 4320, so that's a yes. For question number 3, we're doing length times width times height. So it's a cube, so all the sides are the same. 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27. For 4, again, when it's a cube, they're all the same. So 4 times 4 times 4, length times width times height, is 64. For number 5, for A, you're going to take 24 times 30, and you get 720. Then you need to take 720 times 12, and you do get 8640, so that's a yes. For B, you take 27 times 32, and you get 864. Then you have to take 864, multiply by 10, which means add a 0, and again, you do get 8640. For C and D, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to multiply them out. For number 6, you have 10 times 9 is 90, times 4 is 360, so the volume is 360. And then for number 7, you're going to multiply them out and see which ones give you 2880. Sorry, I don't have those on paper, but you can do the multiplying yourself. If you have any questions about finding volume or how to multiply, make sure you check out some YouTube videos on multiplying two-digit numbers and then on how to find volume. Email me if you have any questions. Bye.